Food service colleagues and friends, it's Jason Wange with Cowmill and the Food Service Power Plant Network. Happy New Year. You know, of the last 24 hours, that phrase, Happy New Year, is probably the most emailed, used, texted, tweeted phrase I've heard from everyone. And I thought, what does it actually take to create a happy new year? So I'm going to give you 5 simple things that you can intentionally choose to put into your calendar, into your days, your weeks, your months, to create greater levels of happiness. The first thing you can do to create a happy 2023 is I want you to focus on your relationships. In Shawn Achor's book, Happiness Advantage, he talks about one of the greatest factors of people who are studied and say they are happy a majority of the time are those that are of depth of relationship, healthy ones. I want to think about people in your life who inflate you, who uplift you, who when you tell them your dreams, tell you they're wonderful and encourage you that you've got what it takes to make them happen. They're people who feel like they're connected at a deep level, that you've got a friend or a couple friends who, when times are tough, you can reach out to and talk on the phone or go grab a cup of coffee. And when you think about those relationships and look for ways to continue to develop them and dive in this new year, that will be the first way to create greater levels of happiness. The second thing I want you to do for a happy 2023 is I want you to choose something that you're excited about creating in your life. Maybe you've always wanted to study woodworking, or maybe there's a vacation you've always wanted to take. It's having a dream out there in the future and doing what it takes now to create that gives us momentum. It gives us positive energy to move forward. There's joy in anticipation. Think about like when you have a fun vacation planned and for a month leading up to it, your days are just a little bit better. Or when you've got something you've always wanted to learn, studying and figuring it out and working hard to learn how you're going to create that creates a sense of excitement. Right now, Liam, my son, and I, we've been charged with building a go-kart that runs on electric power and goes 25 miles per hour. So that's creating a whole bunch of excitement for us as we study and look up on YouTube and make parts, etc. So choose something that you're excited about creating in your future. Paulo Coelho said it's the possibility of having a dream come true that makes life interesting. This is true for us and creates incredible levels of happiness. I want you to decide and choose gratitude in 2023. There's a phrase, we always find what we look for. And when we intentionally choose to be grateful for what we have in life, we find ourselves looking for something new instead of looking for ways things aren't working out or that which we don't have or ways we failed. When we find gratitude, when we choose it every day, we end up automatically looking for things that are great in our life. It becomes a habit for us. So every day, maybe in a journal or on a notepad, write down 3 or 5 things that you're grateful for. And slowly you're gonna be able to find yourself more grateful for things throughout the whole year. Fourth thing to do to create a happy 2023, I want you to choose random acts of kindness. Every human is wired and ingrained to want to contribute in a meaningful way. We all want to make a difference. And the greatest way you can do that, and really simply, is by choosing people in our life who we can generate a random act of kindness for. Maybe it's a text that says, hey, you really make a difference in my life. Thanks for all the ways you supported me. Maybe it's a random pot of flowers that you send to someone. Perhaps it's a note that randomly shows up, just a gratitude note. Choose random acts of kindness this new year. The last thing you can do to create a happy 2023 is move your body. You know, we have these things called happy chemicals, hormones, which are released in our body when we do certain things. And when we move our body, when we exercise, maybe it's going for a bike ride or doing some push-ups or jumping jacks or going for a walk outside, our body releases endorphins, which is one of our 4 happy chemicals, which combats adrenaline or stress in our body. And if you do it outside, if you get out in the sun and listen to the birds, that releases serotonin, which is the second of our body's happy chemicals. And lastly, as a byproduct of that, when we move our body, when we feel like we're taking care of ourselves, it creates a sense of pride. And pride is connected with the happy chemical dopamine. So it's a threefer, if you will. Listen, I'm wishing you the absolute best 2023. Make it a happy new year.